Though there is the adverts to start, I think. I say I think. I'm not actually 100%. To the point where I'm not quite sure if we're live yet. At least, I hope we are. Well, are we? When you press a button and something else happens instead of what you think's supposed to happen, is not always a good thing.
Normally plays your little advert, doesn't it?
Yeah. But now the thing's not working on this bit. What I need to do is do this. Press that button on this. And the wife says she can hear us but not see us. That's because somebody stupid forgot to do this. Hey! Let me get that one there. Vape's nearly charged, but there we go. Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Night Live. And this evening we've got ads on from Micro Exotics. We're going to go for a little tour around his new shop, as well as having a discount code on for Micro Exotics all night, which is Scott's 20. And what ads has forgot to do is forgot to not include all the discounted stuff and the sale items already on the site. So that 20% off is off absolutely everything on the website apart from postage and packaging. So if something's discounted and you apply that discount, you're going to get a super discount.
Even more. Yeah, even more.
But we'll have a ponder around the website in a minute if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I would say when you want to, I'll switch over, add my phone on, and then I can walk around the shop and show you the shop. We can go out the back and see some of the stuff out the back. I'll try to tidy it up a little bit this afternoon, but to be fair, I was here all day. I went home and had a barbecue for the girls, and then I came back, so I haven't done that much this evening. But
everybody always does it. Like I see it on YouTube and all sorts, and they're always like, "Oh no, my room's always like this," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Oh wow!" You go in my spider room, I've got about 20 plastic boxes up the floor at the moment, and there's a bag of substrate on the floor, and the Hoover. There's all sorts of bits.
It's a little bit tidier than that. There's just little bits of shit.
It's called normal, isn't it? Normality is just having bits and bobs all over.
Well, I know where it is. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
I need where it is. Yeah.
But I've been getting all these plastic tubs that I don't want to use anymore, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not going up the house to get a bag. I'll just chuck them on the floor." So I did. So I've got like a small pile of them, which are ready to go in a black bag and ready to go in the recycler. But they're there.
Yeah, I've got a 4-foot stack of where I've been doing the same thing, been changing over from the old tubs to a new one, and I don't want to use the old ones anymore. And I haven't got around to going to the tip, so they've just been stacking up as we've been changing them. So.
How long has Micro Exotics, the website, been going now?
6.5 years now. Just under 6.5 years. Yeah. Yeah, so it's
when did you
start quite a while now. Full time, September 2004, I think. Quit my job, but I reduced down the year before. I've gone from doing 5 nights to 2 nights. I did that for another year, and then I dropped down completely, and then just did full time.
How did it feel? Literally just giving up your job and going, right, I'm going in for it.
Oh, it was bad. It was the best feeling ever. It was the best feeling ever because my daughter was just starting the school as well. So it was like I gave up, I think, the day that she started school. So obviously at the time I was working from home. It was all in the garage and it was all in the spare bedroom. So I was able to do the school run every morning, every afternoon. She was coming out in the afternoon and helping me. It was just really nice to always be at home, not actually have to go work. And I did get a bit tedious after about a year of it because I was on my own all day, every day at home. When I did get a little bit boring, I was having the shop now people come in and talk to you, and they want to talk about the same stuff that you want to talk about. So it's really nice to got that social element back. Just having the shop. A lot of people just come in for a box of crickets, but they're in it for an hour. You know, and I like that.
So you literally get like that. The invert shows things every single day.
Yeah, not every single day. It's not that busy. It's like it's Cornwall, but you never know what you're going to get. You could get someone come up from 2-3 hours away. I found when we opened last summer, we had quite a few people who were down on holiday. So like people from Manchester, I think we had someone from Scotland, someone from Essex. It's quite nice. Like you're on holiday, they kind of want to come in the shop. Or we had a couple of people the other day. They drove 2 hours just to come to the shop. That's nice.
Before we get into everything, then let's just say a quick hello to people in the comments. Hi, Andy. Hey, Rob. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Kate. The wife's in chat. Yeah, unfortunately, not even a blood clot could kill that woman. I'm going to try something else on her next week, I think. I'll get upper life insurance. I might try rat poison or something. Hey, Mike. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Laura. Hey, Claire. Hey, Flappy Pants. Hey, Dave. Hey, Nat. Yeah, 20% off everything on microexotics.co.uk this evening. So you could get, if you have a look at the discounted stuff, you could get some real big bargains. It must be quite liberating, literally just working for yourself.
Yeah, I mean it's liberating, but obviously it adds a layer of stress to it that wasn't there before. Because when you've got a full-time job, you know, all your bills are paid. When you're running a business, it's very different. Like if you're having a shit week, you've got to do something about it quite quickly because you're not going to get paid at the end of the week. But no, I don't think I could ever go back to working for someone else now. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. I've always wanted to work for myself. I've always wanted to work with exotics, and then I'll do it off my own back. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. I spent a lot of time last year, obviously building the shop. So I did it all myself. I had a friend help me with a few bits, and there was so much of it. Like I've never owned a chop saw before, and stuff like that. And I've never laid a floor before, and I never built anything really. It's the amount of time I spent sat on the floor just watching YouTube videos. Like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Fuck it up a little bit, but I could do that.
It's been quite good over the last couple of years, actually, especially for me personally, knowing you as I do, because you've come on lives. And you come on lives from your room at the house. And then we had a live where you were still there because of the internet and stuff. And we played the video of the shop just before, I think it was about 2 or 3 years before we opened it.
Yes, yeah, I remember that. So that would have been summertime, wouldn't it? Last year.
Yeah. I'm just having a quick look. No, I haven't got it. No, I ain't got the video anymore. Oh, that's a shame.
I just realised all the timers are starting to go off, so I might just have to flick some of the lights back on when we go around in a minute.
Just so people at home know, how long is the discount code on for?
We'll run it till midnight, I think. Run it till midnight, so anyone that's watching it a little bit later can still use it this evening, or undecided of what to put in their cart.
Let me just get comfy, get sweating my ass off. If you could go back a couple of years, so back when you were working 2 nights and you kind of had micro exotics to a point where you could go full time, is there any part of that experience you would change? Or is there any advice to anybody who's thinking about going into self-employed, full-time employment like that? Is there any advice you could give to somebody who's thinking about it?
Yeah, stay at home as long as you can. Run the business from home as long as you can, because it drastically reduces your overheads. Once we took on the shop, the overheads become quite significant. You know, there's the rent, there's a separate electricity bill, there's insurance. We're lucky this isn't a business rated property. But there's sort of like the upkeep of the property. That's our job. There was the cost of obviously kitting it all out. It was just an empty shed with holes in the wall when we took it on. There was no insulation, so that cost quite a lot of money. The bin, like that's the sort of things I never thought about. What am I going to do with all my rubbish? I've got to pay for a separate bin. That's £45 a month. Then you've got the internet. There's no internet here, so I had to get another internet here. That's so it's all stuff I had at home that wasn't costing me extra money. And then once I come over here, it's like, yeah, now I've got to pay it twice. Obviously, it's offsettable through your business, and it means you can pay less tax because it's all against your business, which a lot of it at home you can't. So yeah, just do the maths, and if you can, if there are other ways, if you need space for dry goods, for example, what I did to start out with is I rented a storage container, which was much cheaper. It comes with no, it's a fixed cost. It was really close to my house, so all of the dry goods that didn't need to be in the warm space, which was being, we could keep more animals in, we just kept over the storage container. It did mean a lot of backing and forward, like, to do it. In the end, I think I bought a van and I kept it on the drive, and I just used it as a shed on the driveway just to keep stuff out the front, But it works. It worked.
Well, best mate, he does house clearances and stuff, and that's what he's got. He's literally got a massive van for anything that he wants to keep and put on eBay and stuff, and he puts it in there instead of in his house because he ain't got room.
Yeah, it's just a shed.
It's such a great idea.
It also helped that after I had it for about a month, it stopped working, so I couldn't move it either. It was stuck there.
I think more comments I've got stuck for some reason. No, they haven't. We're all right. Do you sell the Micro Exotic t-shirts on the website?
No, I should really. I should get another batch in and sell them on the website. Yeah, they're double-sided. That's the back, and the front's got the little breast logo on it as well.
How much are those normally?
20 quid. 20 quid. 19.99. But they're nice t-shirts. I mean, obviously, I'll wear one every day.
They do look quality from where I am, because normally you can tell.
They are. The first batch I had, like, obviously when I first started out, I bought some t-shirts just for me to wear to shows, and they weren't that good quality. And then I think me and Charlie did the Malvern show a couple of years ago, and I wanted to sort of get some new t-shirts, and I stuck with this company and this design, and they're quite nice t-shirts. But I get some white ones. I'll order some this week. A few people asking in the shop, to be fair, but I might get some white ones as well. A similar design on it.
Shall we do this? No, that's wrong. Do this. 1 second. Bear with me. I'm old, so it takes ages. Well, that's a lie, actually. It takes ages because my brain works a bit quicker than what I'm actually doing. Boom. Join our WhatsApp community, daily auctions, members only, exclusive deals, discounts, competitions, giveaways. Is that linked on the store somewhere? Or is it just that QR code?
If you click the QR code, it will take you straight to it.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah. So you haven't got to actually take a picture. You can just click it. It's also linked at the very bottom of the page, on every page as well. Again, you just click the QR code, and it'll take you straight to it.
Oh, a legend for that.
Yeah, Scott section there.
Appreciate that. If we go to the store,
yeah,
and we have a quick flick through. Firstly, if you were still just pure hobbyist and you weren't selling, and you were watching this live thinking 20% discount, whereabouts on this website would you be going?
Isopods, probably.
And what isopod would it be that you'd be going, yeah, definitely?
I don't know. I've got all them ones already.
Oh, you got the Baraplast there as well?
Yeah, we just had a big shipment of Baraplasts come in this week, last week, week before. Something like that.
Armadillion only mystery box. That's only a tenner.
Well, they cut the mystery boxes come in increments, so you could select from a drop-down list. It's 10, 25, 50, or 100. All the mystery boxes come in those 4 increments. We do an invert one as well, which just could be anything.
Oh, the Ember Bees. Look, they are shockingly beautiful.
They are.
Shockingly
Nice.
beautiful. 20% off as well as. Why isopods, lads? Why not tarantulas or scorpions or centipedes, millipedes?
I suppose it's because isopods are what we've been known for, since we started.
No, you personally.
Quite a lot of species there. So, yeah, probably isopods. But, since we've had the shop, I have been branching out a lot. We've got a lot more spiders than we've ever had. I think we're up to about 30 species of millipede now. 20 species of cockroach. Yeah, I mean, we're still a lot of stuff. I sit on stuff for years. I mean, you know me. I'll buy something, and I will only sell it if it's captive bred. So if we've bred it, we'll buy wild caught stuff, but it's not for sale until we've produced it. And that's how I've always done it. So we've got stuff out there that we've still been sat on for years, and we've not got enough to sell.
I think that's a really, really, really good thing that you're doing as well, to have it all captive bred. Even though the parents are wild caught, the stock is all captive bred, so it reduces the need for wild caught.
That's it. That's always been the goal, is to reduce the demand on wild populations by breeding it here.
Is there, if somebody's watching thinking, all right, you've convinced me, I want to get my first lot of isopods, where would they be looking? Where would you point them to?
Oh, if it's a very first isopod, I mean, my favourite go-to first isopod is Armadillidium maculatum, which is the clown isopod. The zebra isopod. It's really easy to look after. It's really prolific. It still looks pretty cool, I think. It's the one I started out with, and I still got a big soft spot for him. So there, right in the centre of the screen.
The Kluge.
The Kluge's the clown. Yeah, sorry, it's the zebra I meant, but the clown is also a really lovely beginner species.
I think these are stunning. Look at those. For beginner
That's one of our really early listings as well. If I'm looking at it, because I can just tell by the picture quality that that's one of the really early listings. Like one of the first things that ever went on the website, in like 2020, 2009, end of 2019. I was building it.
What's always fascinating me with these ones is the spots on them. They look like someone come along with a paintbrush.
With a paintbrush and just drop them all on. Yeah, they do.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What's the really pricey ones, or is it the black hole there? Is that the most expensive ones, or?
No, I think probably the most expensive one we've got on there is Troglodilo Emerald, but we don't actually have any available at the moment. They stopped producing for a while. They have just started again, but I'm holding on to them because they're actually my favourite isopod at the moment.
I suppose you need quite a few of them, really, so you can carry on producing.
It's really easy to oversell from a colony, especially with something you've just started out with. I mean, if you've got 30 or 40 animals and you sell a 10 count, you've sold a quarter of the colony in one go, and if you have a bit of a crash, then it can be quite difficult to recover. So I like to get things over 50, and then we'll start selling 5s, and then if we get over 100, then we'll start letting some 10 counts go. But it's difficult because some of them are really, really slow producing, and you can really curve the growth of a colony by letting go too early. And I've done it many a time, you know, when I've needed some money to buy something else or buy something for the business. I've sold stuff that probably shouldn't have. I've still got seal. They've just stopped producing. I think we've got like 11 left. I had them up to they are pucker. They are really, really cool.
Mate, that is beautiful.
It is, but I've just really, they did really well at the start, and then I had about 29. I think I got them up to. Sold a couple of 5 counts, and had a little colony crash. I think last summer, and I've not been able to get them to reproduce since. I've lost a few more since then, so I think I've maybe got about 12 or 13 of them left.
Do you know I was on about Bolivaria?
Yes.
The wife has literally just sent me a screenshot of Bolivaria. I'm like, yeah.
Bolivaria, very cool. They're like, you know, if you play Mario and you've got the skeleton version of the turtle that you fight in the castle, they're very much like the skeleton version of the isopod world, I think.
Look at that. Paying 3 interest-free payment purchases. Does that PayPal paying 3? Will that still work with the discount code as well as?
Yeah, paying 3 works, and Klarna works as well on there. Obviously, that's between you and PayPal or you and Klarna. That's not a debt with me. That's a debt with your provider.
I mean, the poor Celio. I mean, that's like, you know, some of those can be expensive, but to get you in the game at like a tenner.
Oh yeah, and there's quite a big genus, and some of them are, you know, really, really prolific. Most Porcelio do have big broods. Some of the Spanish ones can actually be more harder than Hubaris or some of the other species, because it's about getting it. They like it dry with good ventilation, but they do still need some moisture. So getting that right can be a little bit tricky.
Powder blues, £3.
Yeah, they're a great clean up. Big Viv, and you want to fill them with isopods, Peperinosis, you can't really go wrong with. They're super cheap.
Well expensive.
They did, but there's a lot of people doing it now. The prices of a lot of stuff's come down. It's much more available. It's a lot more out. I mean, I need to go update the stock really, because I've got hundreds of them. What does it say? Sold out.
Sold out, yeah.
Yeah, we said I've got hundreds.
If anyone wants them, just drop ads a private DM.
Yeah, if anyone sees anything on there that says we're out of stock, and whilst we're on here, I can check and put it back in stock on my phone at the same time.
Got my first isopods at the London show. Your stock is amazing, says Mr. Mini. They were the first ones I had and can't find them anywhere now, the Bolivaria. Babe, I'll get paid tomorrow, so... and I'll get round.
Is it payday for a lot of people tomorrow? Is it?
The day after, 28th. But I'm with Monzo, so I can get it.
Tell you what, shall we say then, to make it fair for people, shall we keep the discount code up until Friday, the 29th? Sod it. Let's keep it up. We'll keep it up to the 31st, Sunday the 31st. We're not shipping this week anyway because it's too hot. So we'll keep the discount code up till the end of the week, 31st. So if anyone gets paid in a couple of days, the discount code will still work.
Any orange Hoffs? I got the standard ones from you a few months ago, says Julianne.
I think we do, actually. If we remember that when we go out the back in a minute, and we can have a look.
Hold on then. Discount code live. But until the end of play on the 31st.
Yeah, until midnight, 31st. If I get it to switch off on the 1st, it'll end on midnight. So.
There we go.
What's that? Hasn't got a picture there. Castle Black. Oh, that's not uploaded properly, is it?
Kate, send him nudes. He'll give you a better discount. Julianne says thank you. I know. Sorry, Ads. I know this site is probably very, very, very familiar to yourself, but as you can probably guess, a lot of us just flick around spiders all day, every day.
Yeah.
And then it always amazes me because I know there's the fancy isopods out there and all the rest of it. And you come back and you see something like this, and it's just like, look at that, the detail in that.
Oh, they're super cool. Yeah, Vex are quite big as well.
Is unbelievable.
They've almost got like a purple in them. Find those.
Are all the pictures your own?
Oh yeah. Every single picture's my own. I think maybe apart from a couple of the spider pictures, but other than that, every other picture I've taken, and you can often tell which ones have been on the website longer. Because I've had, I think, 3 iPhones since I started this, and all my pictures have been taken on iPhones. So as the time's gone on, the picture qualities have got better because the phone's got better.
Just speaking about the ventilation, in the old days, we used to cut out the sides and then super glue mesh and stuff. Now you can just get the vents, drill a hole, push them in, job done.
Well, I was really hoping to have something here for tonight, and it's not. They're not arrived yet. So we have had a custom tank for isopods manufactured finally, and it has adjustable ventilation. So you'll get a 4-pack. It's acrylic, solid acrylic, completely airtight, watertight. It comes with 4 pre-drilled holes for the vents, and you'll get a pack of 8 vents, 4 fully vents, 2 solid vents, and 2 reduced vents. So you can change them how you want and get the ventilation that you want, and they're stackable, crystal clear. I'm really excited about it, but they're not here yet. I think another 3 or 4 weeks. I was hoping they might have been here a little bit earlier so I could show you one tonight, but I'm really excited. It's the one thing I think I'm the most excited about at the moment is this. We're calling it the Isopod original. I know.
But sounds pretty exciting to me.
Yeah, it's something I've thought about for years and years and years, and I've finally bit the bullet and spent a lot of money to do the order, and yeah, they're coming. They're on a train at the moment. So
Millipedes is something that I'm getting right into this year. I couldn't tell you why. No, your avatars are cheap.
Yeah, and again, they're captive bred as well.
That is banging value.
And 20% off in the season.
Little data sheet there as well to help you if you. Oh, you got everything in that description there.
Yeah, so I noticed the website. I mean, obviously, as you add stuff over the years, it sort of starts to become a little bit convoluted. Maybe not everything's got the same format. So I spent a week earlier this year just trying to reformat everything so it matched, had the same kind of like care and like basic information for each one with a star level and a bit of information. So it took a while, but it was worth it, I think.
Yeah, that is. Care level 2 out of 5. Hardy and beginner friendly. Perfect. We will be having a wander around after this shop.
Starting the business, I think the most difficult point to entry with starting this as a business was building the website. I didn't want to pay anyone, and I didn't want to have to continually ask someone every time I wanted it updated. So I was working nights at the time, and I taught myself how to do it, and it took me like a month to get it how I wanted it. But I'm able to do everything on. If I want to make a change, I can change it without having someone or pay someone.
Hey Dan, funny this. You have a discount code. I get paid tomorrow, and now you said, "Oh, we'll run it to the 31st." The wife has suddenly appeared, took my cup off to make me a nice cup of tea. Isn't that strange?
Isn't that convenient?
That's very convenient. I wonder if I'll get in from work and there'll be a cooked dinner there ready, and maybe the laptop will be open with things in. But she stood there looking at me with a big grin on her face, sticking a finger up at me. You know it's coming. And it's not 9 o'clock, so I can't tell you how much it's going to cost you. Right, so we've done the ice. Oh, we've got all the equipment, foods, and substrates. Springtails, spiders. I take it a discount code is applied to all these as well.
Yeah, everything. If it's in stock, then yeah.
Oh, vegans.
I do need to update the spiders as well. I think
Yeah.
I've got like another 10 or so species here that need to go up on the website. Obviously, they're not something we're really well known for, but with the shop, we do sell quite a lot of spiders. In fact, I have quite a lot of spiders here that just won't ever be listed on the website. You know, single females, and the shop is very much different to the website. People come in and we tend to sell a lot more spiders in the shop than we do through the website. And then we obviously sell a lot more isopods online. Another thing we do a lot in the shop as well is the terrariums. We do the terrarium workshops, which are quite popular. You know, one of them like pretty much every week recently.
Ooh. The emerald. Somebody in the WhatsApp group was asking about those. So if you're watching this evening, because I can't remember who it was exactly, but Micro Exotics, and drop in that Scott's 20 to get a 20% discount off that as well. They are gorgeous. Look at those 4-spotted.
Yeah, if anyone orders them, they are one of the hardest animals in the shop to package up, because the adults are faster than anything has the right to be, and they fly. And as soon as you open the lid, whatever corner you open, they come flying out. And we sell them as nymphs. So we're trying to catch the nymphs out, and I swear each time we're trying to sell 5 nymphs, we're losing 3 adults. It's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better way. It's a 2-man job packing them, I must admit.
Just put the adults for sale instead.
Oh, they're the ones that have babies.
Obsidian's there, Shadow.
Again, well, I think I bought this year maybe like 20 new species of cockroach. They're all still really small, early days colonies. Like I've bought 10 of this nymph and 5 of this nymph, and so hopefully we'll have a lot more cockroaches coming again in the future. Those acrylic enclosures will be back in stock soon as well. We've got a lot of them coming in. Tree houses, they'll be back in stock.
Will they be? Do you reckon they'll be back in stock before the 31st?
No. All these are on the Chinese shipment that's coming in. So no, I think it's another 4 or 5 weeks. But we've got a lot of them coming. Got a lot of them. So obviously, because we've been in the shop now for nearly a year, we've actually run out of space in the shop. So we've taken on a storage area just in one of the sheds opposite. So starting to move some of the dry goods out over there so that we can keep more animals in here.
Do you know, I didn't know you had spiders.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, because it's not something that we're known for. But I've actually been keeping spiders a hell of a lot longer than I've been keeping isopods.
I forgot we didn't even look at you sell moss.
The plants at the moment they do need a big update. Don't quite have access to my garage as often as I used to these days, so that is I'm slowly transitioning the plant grow over to the shop, but it's taken me quite a bit of time to sort through it. And
that is beautiful.
It's good stuff.
Look at that. Gorgeous. Sustainably sourced from the UK.
Yep. Or so I'm told from the person I buy it from. So that's
Cuttings, mystery box, begonia. Look at that. What was the other one? Terrarium workshops.
Yes, so we do those in the shop on a Wednesday night. You come in, and you get to build a terrarium in the shop. Or you can try stuff off the shelf, try this plant, try that plant, try this bit of wood. If you don't like it, put it back, try a different bit. We'll help you do it. And you get 20% off of everything you use in the shop whilst you're building the terrarium as well. It's a booking only, so we keep them small and private. And those are every Wednesday night, 5 till 7. You just got to book it online.
If anybody goes, are they allowed to film that at all in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. I'm happy for people to film it. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, there might be some swearing in it because it's evening time. But
if anybody wants to go along and do a load of filming there, send me the footage or whack it up with full credit to whoever films it, obviously.
Yeah, we've done a few. My favourite one we did is I had a little old lady come in maybe 2 months ago, and she had this antique Wardian case, and she wanted to fill it with jewel orchids. And this thing was, it must have been 60 centimeters by 45 centimeters by 60 centimeters. Huge, like glass Victorian Wardian case, and it was one of the funnest things I think I've had helped to build. And at the end of it, I said, "Can I buy it off you?" She was having none of it. Having none of it. It took 2 of us to get back in the car, but it looked stunning. I think she had about 8 different types of jewel orchid in it, and it just looked amazing. Really pleased with it. She was really pleased with it. So again, yeah, we're with the terrarium workshop. If you've got something that you want to turn into a terrarium, bring it along. We're happy to help you turn that into a terrarium. You know, if you've got an old TV that you've cored out and you want to make a terrarium inside it, or you've got an old goldfish bowl that's sentimental, whatever, old fish tank, bring it down. Because the most expensive part of any terrarium workshop is buying the vessel, like the tank, the enclosure, what you're going to use to make into a terrarium. And the same thing applies. We build bioactive stuff. We've done quite a few bioactive tarantula setups and things like that, where people have made it in the shop for the spider that they want to take home at the end of the day. That's been quite fun.
Have you ever thought about doing those as like a live stream?
I have, but I've just, same as you, I've got ADHD and I have these ideas, but not many of them ever get implemented.
Shall we? Because I know you're pretty excited to show everybody that hasn't been to the shop.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. I'm gonna have to. Let me just switch some lights back on. I'll rejoin.
Pride and joy.
It is. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is. I spend more time here than I do at home, and I love being here. It's. I've never come to work and enjoyed coming to work, and I actually do like coming to work. It's my shop on it. It's nice.
Yeah. Well.
Let me join in with my phone, and then so I don't echo. I'll probably have to switch this one off. How do I do that again?
What we'll do is I'll put that as a solo.
How's that?
There we go.
How's that? Let me switch off this one.
And if you turn your phone that way, there you go.
There we go. Stop the echo if I turn my laptop off for a second. Let me just flick some lights back on because some of the timers have gone off. Just put you. Please remind me before I leave to switch that back on because I forget. Right, so if I flick you, how do I switch this around?
Do you want to start by the front door like you just walked through?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So my car's parked right in front at the moment, but that's the front of the shop. We're on a little sort of industrial estate. We're quite hard to find. But
got a sign here. There's another one out on the road, sort of tucked back up here, which is ideal really because it's cheap and it's not far from home. And I don't know if anyone's ever been to St Austell, but if this was on the high street, I'd probably have a lot of extra shit to deal with.
Yep.
So yeah, people come who want to come. We don't just get random sort of like walk-ins and what's the cheapest spider, mate? We don't get that, which is quite nice. I did actually just feed the leaf cutter ants again this evening, just so they had something nice and fresh. There they are, trying to escape. We go up through the tube here. None of them are carrying anything. Oh, here we go. A bit of a traffic jam over here.
Traffic jam.
And they come down, and the sort of main nest is in the counter in there. Can't quite see it. The light's off at the moment. So yes, some terrariums that we built, selling in the store. This I'm really pleased with. This have got purple vampire crabs. I don't know if we're going to be able to see one, but they've bred in here, and I'm so pleased about it. There's one just sat on the log there. The babies are so tiny, and they were all over the back wall yesterday. Tiny little baby crabs. This has got a colony of pygmy wood scorpions in now.
Oh, awesome.
It's growing really nice. Got a
Say that again, Julian.
twig mantis. Yeah, let me come over to sort of this side of the shop. This is all tarantulas. Got a few more out here. Stock. Terrariums, do fossils, do a bit of taxidermy, different kinds of terrariums. Got all this sort of stuff. I've got loads of that all needs to go up on the website. I just haven't really got it out of the boxes yet. We do, different enclosures. We do so much stuff in the shop that we don't do on the website. It's like running two different businesses, really. The shop's not massive. It's quite small, but I like to think of it as, when you go to Screwfix and they've got everything's on, all the good stuff's on show, but if you want to see something else, just ask. So you come back through. This is our packing room here. That's the packing bench for your orders. Printer. Then we got some plant grow stuff going on here. This is all plant grow stuff, but the LED lights have gone off. There's a sink over there. Kitchen roll stuff needs filling back up. There's boxes and stuff like that. And then this is all just surplus dry goods. And then the idea is that this half of the shop will be for plant growing. And we'll have a few more breed. And then this is the breeding room. This is all stuff that we use, plastic tubs. So this is isopods. This side here, this is all isopods. This side here, again, is all isopods and millipedes. This is pretty much all Cubaris across the top here. Millipedes. More across there. And then this is all stuff that we use daily. So substrates that we mix up. Obviously, big boxes of just chipped up rotting wood that we use lots of. Leaf litter, lichen, cuttlefish, just the day-to-day stuff that we use. Plastic tubs for shipping, housing. Then obviously across here we've got another load of racking. It's got praying mantis, jumping spiders, spiderlings, some more isopods on there. And then this side over here, these are just my personal tarantulas over here. Got a few bits at the moment. Quite excited about. Got T. Celadonia on a sack at the moment, which I'm quite stoked about. Got Chelobrachys fimbriatus. Just about to molt to spiderling. Doing quite well. And something I'm really fucking excited about, which is completely unplanned, is we had a centipede in. Bought it from
Yay.
Charlie, I think, a while back, and one of my mates bought it, and I kind of missed it, so I bought another one from the Spider Shop. Obviously, it's wild caught. It wasn't for sale; it was
Yeah.
just for me. But she is currently sat on. I don't know if you can see it. Peelings. I think she's got. I'm not taking the lid off and putting my phone in there, as you can probably understand
No.
why. But if you can just see them through her legs there. The eggs
Yeah.
have hatched. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm also quite nervous about having that many of them in the shop, but yeah, that's pretty cool. She's obviously wild caught. She's not something, I've not bred her with a male. She's just produced that on her own. She's quite cool. So yeah, that's the shop. If anyone wants to see anything in particular, tell me and we'll find it and get it out. And sort of the wall of lunchboxes has grown considerably over the years into two walls of lunchboxes. Yeah, but it's quite nice. It's quite peaceful. We've got a Bluetooth speaker out here. Windows open. Got whiteboard. I spend quite a lot of time out here, in all honesty. Yeah, so the shop itself is a lot bigger than it looks. You come in, the front's quite small.
Massive.
Yeah, it's big enough. But when I took it on, I think I sent you the video, didn't I? It was just a shed. There was no walls. There was no insulation. There was big holes going straight out. It was just like thin shipboard. There's barely any electrics in here. There was no door on the front. The door needed putting on. There was just 2 barn doors that opened up. No floor. It was just concrete garage floor. Obviously, built all the counter. Built all of this out of scaffold boards. There's storage underneath behind these are just magnetized on. They just come off. The whole thing comes off as a panel. There's storage underneath. So yeah, looking a little bit low on stock at the moment. Got 2 deliveries coming this week, so that should fill us back up again. Bank holiday weekend was quite good.
Any exciting spiders that are not on the site that you've got back there? Kate says, love that space. Only pods, honestly, I'm absolutely amazed, dude. So much work gone into it.
Oh, thank you, Josh. That means a lot coming from you, good sir.
Very aesthetic, says videos by the Mad Animal House.
Let me flip that round. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll switch back over to the computer and switch this one off. No, I won't. No, I won't, because if anyone wants to see anything, I'll show you on this one. What am I talking about?
Maybe
any spiders we don't have on the website? Yeah, we've got loads up, but because it's just like singles. So like I've got bird eaters, females, Panthobetus, Flamingochilus. There's loads of different stuff in here, but it's singles. So I don't tend to list it on the website just because it's in the shop, and I find it with my ADHD. I find it quite hard, if I'm in all honesty, keeping track of the 2 things. I've done it a lot of times where I've sold something on the shop and then sold it on the website, and then I've got to apologise to someone on the website because we've sold it in the shop. I find keeping it as 2 separate businesses with some of it crossing over works quite well, or at least for me, that's how I can manage it myself that way. Because essentially, I've got a couple of lads that help me out now, but like no one works here full time apart from me. So essentially, it is all still me doing all this. If you get some customers in and you talk to them for an hour or 2 hours, it does take you away from. Getting out here and doing some work.
I'll bet.
Yeah, I think there's a few bits on here we might have coming up. I think my Wibonora Suratima has sealed herself in on a sack there. She ate a male a couple of months back. So,
fingers crossed.
Avic Garoldi, I don't know if she got a successful pair. I co-had the male for a little while. Let's say the T. Celadonia's definitely on a stack. That's really exciting. Chelobrachys fimbriatus just hatched. I've got a few other bits growing, ready to pair. I'm waiting on a male Wibonora diversa piece to come.
Any P Metallicas?
Yeah, I've got adult female P Metallica in here actually as it goes. We tried pairing her today. A friend of mine brought his male over. but she didn't even want to come out the tube, so we'll try her again in a couple of weeks because she's only just gone in there. I bought her off Charlie in London, so she's a big girl actually. I've got a
Grace says
smaller one here as
apologies
well.
for taking you away from work.
Say that one again.
Craig says apologies for taking you away from work.
No, it's work either way. It's work either way. Out the front or out the back, it's all work either way.
Julie wants to see, have you got orange hoffs?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We've got to find the tub first. Yeti. Roughly where it is. Off with Siggy or orange. There you go.
And we have reached that time of day where it's 9 o'clock. So we will be have the odd swear word drop out, possibly a bit of adult conversation and things like that. So if you've got any kids watching, move them out of the way now. Oh, look
Yes,
at that.
I would say we do have enough to go. For some reason, they've all ended up as a big mixed colony here, so there are quite a few oranges in here, but I could definitely let a few go, I think. Nope, it's one going up my arm. Orange is quite a nice to be fair.
They're a good size. Osmond said a little while ago as well, the iPhone camera is just amazing.
Nope, put it the right way around or I won't be able to find them again. Anyone want to see anything else?
Millipedes. I had a small colony of 11 adults. They had babies, but I had a lot of the adults pass.
Rutulans.
Yep.
Did we say? Here we go.
Julie says those were his favourite species of isopod. Just loves the size.
They all seem to cluster up one end. They don't tend to burrow too deep into the soil, rutulans, as well. We did breed them a couple of times, but we never seem to get many babies to adulthood with them. One that we've not done as well with, I would say. Don't know whether in here is a little bit warm for them, because they are a European species, so I don't know perhaps if in here is actually a little bit warm. They need a bit of a winter cooling or...
Yeah, theirs like to clump together as well. Have you only got the one red spine millipede in stock?
Pass. Have a look. Probably not.
Ow. If Pads agrees with anything that anybody asks for tonight, if you haven't got him on the socials, I can drop you the links to him. Kate says, what other ants do you have? Love that tube system.
Oh, just the leaf cutter ants. They're just display. They're my own personal ant colony. They're not for sale. No, there's loads of them in here. Adult as well now. That's just on the surface. I've not even dug around there.
Unless you could maybe add a couple more to the website at some point.
I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Just a sec. I just have to check. Let me check first what's been ordered this week, because sometimes that happens. If I haven't checked what's been ordered already this week, put some more up, and I'll end up selling them twice, and it's the second person that gets disappointed because the first person bought them first. I did see some fresh babies in here the other day as well. Just going to try and find one. Don't want to dig around too much because it's worse than putting a finger for a molten millipede.
Juice would like to see the Hemilepistus.
Yeah. Let me just put this one back so that I don't end up with a stack of boxes to all find a home.
And after that, is there anything in store that's not on the website that people might be surprised that you actually keep?
Very well. Just remove the mouldy butternut squash before I show you this lovely enclosure. So this is the Hemileptus. We've kept them deserty. They've got a real deep substrate as well, and we keep one end sort of quite wet, soak it down, and no lid at all. They're just completely open air. But what I have done is push down some cork bark quite close into the soil, and that's where they tend to congregate.
Oh, wow.
Really cool armor. They're almost like a scorpion. Like they've got that kind of heavy desert armor. I mean, let me grab
expensive? That's a yes.
Relatively, yeah, relatively. They're quite cool. We've got them. We bought them as Hemileptus remurai. I don't actually think they are. So what we're going to go with is Hemileptus species China, because that's where I know they came from. I'm not a taxonomist, and I bought them as remurai, but I actually don't think they are, having looked at a few pictures. Very, very similar, but remurai is a little bit stockier, I believe. There's another cluster of them there. They're long as well, which is weird for an isopod. They're got quite a long body.
Just stunning.
Yeah, they're really quite cool.
San DM BMX says, "Are you doing any tarantulas on the auction soon?"
Yeah, we do tarantulas from time to time. Obviously, it's impossible to breed enough tarantulas. Like as a small business, it's impossible to breed 100 species of tarantula in the shop. So we do buy a lot of tarantulas from other breeders, or we swap anything that's got a fixed cost behind it. Normally in an auction, sell for less than what I paid for it. So normally auctions, you'll find it's stuff that I've bred, and we do breed spiders. So yeah, we have done quite a few. Quite a few Minatrix gone up, Versicolors last year, Diversipes the year before. So yeah, anything that we've bred. I'm just gonna stand out here for a minute because it's really fucking hot in there.
It is a bit warm. What temperatures you had down there today?
It's been in the shop this afternoon, 32, which was cooler than outside. I know that.
We had, well, I've seen 33.5 on the van. Outside temperature.
Oh, that's hot, isn't it? It's too hot.
Yeah, especially where I was working. It was like a desert. Literally, it was like, if you imagine being surrounded by buildings, everybody's working inside, and then I'm changing hoses and repairing 2 fuel bowsers in no shade, no wind, stagnant air. I literally got out of the van, got the tools out, and as soon as I started moving, the sweat just went chump.
Well, we decided not to ship this week just because of the weather. You know, it might be 30 degrees outside, but in the Royal Mail van, it's probably 10 degrees higher.
Is that you whinging about the heat, Scott? No-ish, maybe.
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm a huge fan of the ice and the freezing cold weather. I must admit. But it's true, though, isn't it? Everybody's going, it's too hot, and then when it rains, it's too wet. When it's cold, it's too cold. It's never just cold. It's always too cold.
Yeah, very true. Very true. We're British. We like to moan and we like to queue.
And when it's overcast, it's like, oh, it might rain in a minute. And everybody waits all year round for the summer, and then when it's here, Oh, ain't it art?
What I'll do is oh no, I won't because it's not letting me, can I? Turn my camera back on.
There we go. Back on the laptop.
Craig says, any chance of getting any Philippus Ardens in the shop ads?
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting hold of jumping spiders at the moment at a decent price. I don't want to be selling them at sort of 50 quid each for I3, I4 that we've been sent. We have had Ardens in a few times. It's just finding a regular supply. Can't breed everything, but we try and breed as much as we can. So I have on the lookout. If there's anyone watching that breeds jumping spiders that would like to supply the shop, I'll be quite happy to buy some off you.
What shows you attending now?
So what we got coming up? Done London, had the one in Cornwall. Next one I'm at's Bristol, which is what 6-7 weeks away, 8 weeks away.
Yeah,
Bristol. Then I'll be there's one in Plymouth that I'll be at. Then there is a small plant show down here at the Duchy Nursery I'll also be at, and then I'm also going to try the Kent one out this year as well because it's really close to my mum and dad. So I'm going to go down and see them, kill two birds with one stone.
is the plant guy going to the plant show?
Say again?
Is the bearded plant guy going to the plant show?
No, it's just a really small. It's the Duchy Nursery for me is 20 minutes down the road. The idea behind it is anyone that comes to see us at the plant show is in range of the shop. So I try to do a lot of these smaller local shows because anyone that comes to the local show is in range of the shop, and that's sort of what we want. We want people to come into the shop. So another thing I'm looking at doing for the summer holidays is another evening a week we're going to do kids handling sessions. So basically they come into the shop, they get 2 hours or maybe an hour and a half, maybe 50 quid for a family of 5. They come in for an hour and a half and we will show them so much stuff in an hour and a half. Stuff that you get the bug guy that comes around with hissing cockroach and tarantula and millipede, and we will literally show them so much stuff within an hour and a half. They will have their minds blown. That's the idea anyway behind it. Because we've got all this stuff here, and obviously Cornwall's a real touristy place, so why not try and make a few extra, cover the rent maybe with a few little face your fears nights, bug handling workshops over the summer holidays. See how they take off.
I reckon you'll be on something.
Yeah, I think it'll be quite good. I've got a bit of extra time now, a few nights a week. So
you coming up for the Coventry show?
I'm not, mate. No, unfortunately. No, it hasn't fallen on my weekend this year. So
that's a massive shame. That's
Coventry show. I know. The thing is, last time I did Coventry show, I think it was a year before last, and I got really, really fucking drunk the night before, and I had to give a talk next day, and I didn't write anything out. And I remember waking up in the hotel room with my laptop on my lap, PowerPoint presentation open, and it just said isopods, and the cursor was just flashing next to me. I was like, shit. And so I winged it, but I felt horrible. I remember being the last person in the car park at the end of the day. Everyone had left, and I was just sat in the car park like that. So I've got to drive back to Cornwall.
Well, I've got drunk at that one as well.
And I drove all the way to, I think I got to Bristol, and I pulled into Travelodge car park, and the van wouldn't start back up again. I was like, no. And then I got it to start, and I thought, fuck, if I stop again, it might not start. So I then just drove all the way home, and I felt terrible. I think I've just got PTSD from it, really. Self-inflicted PTSD.
Jeanette says, drunk at Coventry? Never.
No, never.
Yeah, the wife, she has a few drinks at BTS, but because she knows the committee members are there and stuff like that, she kind of holds back a bit. Coventry?
Well, as you know, like I lived in Birmingham for 7 years, and I worked in a reptile shop in Coventry for 5. And so I do know Coventry quite well. I actually woke up in a lift in Coventry once.
Yeah, you worked in KBM.
No, I worked for Realm of Reptiles, which was a franchise of Northampton Reptile Centre, and then the owners
Which
went
is
separate way. Northampton
that
Reptile
would
Centre.
Yes, I remember now. That was on the way out of Coventry, going towards Coombe on the left.
Yes, down there's butchers down there, down the bottom of the hill from the train station.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I used to skateboard down the hill.
that big massive snake in the middle of the shop.
Not sure. No, we had a Tegu out
That would have
back.
been. Hold on, that would have been about 16 years ago.
No, it wasn't that long. It was. When did I leave there? 2017, probably 2016. I was there for 5 years.
You should come back up.
Ah, you're right.
You're all right. Coventry. I might know somebody that might come and work with you. I don't know who that would be, but you know, I'm sure we can find somebody.
No, because I tell you what, right now I'm actually into getting up early and going to the beach in the morning, and I quite like that. I quite like living down here. I've done my cities. I wouldn't want to move back to the Midlands. That's just me. It's not, I've got nothing against it. It's just not somewhere I enjoy living.
You could get your surfboard out and go down the Coventry canals and the Birmingham canals. Same thing.
I don't surf. I've got no balance. And I can't really swim, Scott, either.
I mean, Feastrel Beach. Yeah, we've got a park with a bit of mud in the middle. The same thing.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same. I don't miss living there. Put it that way. Nothing against it.
I think living in Coventry is an acquired taste.
Yeah, I think you got to be born there.
I wasn't. I was born in Nuneaton.
It's pretty much Coventry, isn't it? It's the same thing.
But Tara won't move out of Coventry is my issue.
It's your home, isn't it? Home's where your family is.
Well, that would be part Coventry for her, mainly Wales, and then Nuneaton for me. But to be fair, I mean, we've just got a different car. I went for a BMW X1, which is only £20 a year on tax instead of 420, which the Q7 was. And I drive up the road and I use like a penny's worth of diesel instead of 30 quid. So we could move further afield and not be too bothered too much. Because you could just travel to see family, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, so all my family live in Kent, so I don't see them very often. And all my raised family live in Birmingham, so we don't have any family down here, just friends. See a daughter as well, who's down there.
Do you come up to Birmingham much for family?
Marie does. She's going on Thursday. All right. Really not so much. Every now and then, but not so much. I think I'll be there Christmas. I know that. I'll be there Christmas for a few days.
Add an extra day on, and we'll go out we'll take you and Tara out on the lash.
maybe.
Or at least go and grab a coffee or something.
Yeah, I'll be out.
We'll
The thing is, because I've got the shop, I don't really have anyone to watch it. I can go away for 2, 3, maybe 4 days at a push, but yeah, we'll see. We'll probably take 2 cars up. The girls will probably stay there a bit longer.
Get Charlie to come to yours on the motorbike. He could literally live in the shop for a few days. Job done.
He's still not been down. Actually, he's never been down to Cornwall.
You know,
I keep trying to get him to come, and he's not been down here yet.
There you go. Juice says he'll watch the shop.
He'll watch the shop. You can come down and watch the shop, Josh. You know what you're doing. What I will say to anyone is, if you are thinking of coming down to Cornwall, not just for the shop, but we're very close to the Eden project. And I really like the Eden Project. I think it is the closest thing you can get to going to the rainforest without going to the rainforest. It's really cool. And it's 20 minutes down the road. So we call it, it's the world's largest terrarium. And it is really cool. So you can kill two birds with one stone. We are literally not even 20 minutes, so I'd say 15 minutes.
So you could walk around the Eden Project and then come to you guys and get stuff from the rainforest.
Yeah. Well, we've had guys come in and taken cuttings out of there and all kinds of stuff.
Let us go. Josh is cancelled because she got the centipedes. What is it? Centipedes are cool.
They are cool. They are cool. They are very quick, though. They are very quick. They are very quick. And quite unpredictable.
Kate haven't seen the Eden Project since it opened. I was about 12. Cray says the Eden Project is brilliant. Josh says never been to Cornwall but do want to. Was hoping you throw a opening party so I could convince the missus. Be nice to see how
Well,
it's
we can tell her we're having one.
Yeah, just tell her it's opening party and just do you have to tell her something like that?
Maybe we'll have an anniversary party. I think it's August Bank Holiday weekend. We opened last year, so maybe we'll do something, put a barbecue on in the evening or something like that. Because there's obviously a lot of other businesses that run along here, but in the evening it's empty. So we could probably get a barbecue. I could probably steal some of the benches up at the top. We could bring them down the car park. We could have a bit of a social evening if something like that. I can definitely organise that for sure.
A bit far.
Cornwall is so far from Scotland. Yes, hence why you've never seen me at one of the Scottish shows, because it's fucking miles.
If you just do what Jeremy does and just jump on a plane.
What about all the lifestyle that I want to sell at the show?
Yeah, you can't take that on the plane.
Yeah, there we go.
You'd have to rock up, buy a load of stuff, and then just send it back down. Mind you, I mean, a little bit of a spoiler. This is mainly for Josh, because Josh is like, you got centipedes. I mean, I was scared of centipedes and like proper until I went to my first BTS, probably 8, 9 years ago now, and I bought one. I picked it up in a box, already set up, paid for it, put it in my van, shut the door, and then literally brought it home, and then slowly kind of got an interest for it. And when you start looking after one, they go from something that's mean and nasty to something that is actually an apex predator, an incredible animal to have and to keep and to watch.
Oh, it's fascinating. It really is. It's probably one of my favourite things in the shop. It is fascinating. And when Josh brought her out the other week, he was like, I think it's dead. It was like 6 weeks ago. So I think it's dead. And I looked, I was like, I don't think that's dead. I said, what do you mean? It's like, well, look how coiled up she is. So we poked her, as you do, and you just see all these eggs underneath her, almost like caviar underneath her. I was like, oh, dude, she's on eggs. She's well caught, so there's a good chance that they're fertile. She hasn't moved in a month. Poked her last week, and see all the eggs have hatched, and it is really cool. It is. It's actually, it's not something we've done before, so.
I mean, something else again for Josh and his fear or whatever it is with centipedes. I've got a hatred and a fear of earwigs, and I have for a long time.
Centipede's just a really long earwig, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, I love millipedes. We've got 6 or 7 species now. I want that to be about 20 by the end of the year, at least, to be honest. But I've just gone and bought a starter colony of earwigs. The
Florida ones that I've seen going around. Lake Placid or something like that, is it?
Yeah, but they're not originally from Lake Placid. I think they're African.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I've done that. So that will get me off that and onto, hopefully, from fearing them to keeping a colony of them and something else to kind of look around. but that they should be coming probably next week with the temperatures this week.
Yeah, I think every sensible seller has stopped shipping this week.
I would have thought so. I bought some other bits and bobs as well. I bought something very, very strange, but like I kept it as a child, so I know. Somebody else, a bit disappointed actually. Somebody else got them as well, another YouTuber, and they've already put them up. And I was like, oh bastard, do you know what I mean?
It would be the first one to do it, yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it makes no difference too much to me because for me, it's more sentimental. Because the way they're keeping them, it's very technical, it's very scientific, and all the rest of it. And I'm like, dude, you just do this, and it's a piece of piss. You don't need all the crap that you've just put with it. You don't need that expense. You can just do this, and it's like, yeah. Can you put up a weekly stock list on the WhatsApp of your tarantulas? Keep it simple, then, says Sand. It's the lady that Freak Me Out, says videos by Mad Animal House. Osmoister says he had 3 clutches from a wild caught Borneo blue. All fertile.
From the same one?
Yeah.
Oh, so they can multiple clutch from one pairing. That's amazing.
I don't know if that's the same for every species. Juice says, not sure if Ad's already answered this, but is there anything in the shop that we would be surprised he sells?
I don't know. I think it's all quite predictable, isn't it? I mean, we saw tarantulas, praying mantis, cockroaches. But if it's not got a backbone, then we've got it in some capacity here. If it's terrestrial, obviously we don't do marine stuff or aquatic stuff. But I have got quite a few spiders. I think there's probably about 200 spiders in the shop at the moment. Not from juvenile plus spiders. Don't count spiderlings because there's like hundreds of spiders in it. But juvenile plus, yeah, I think we've got about 200 in here at the moment. A lot of stuff on growing on. Quite a lot of nice sort of adult females. I got some cool stuff the other day. I've logged off my phone now. I'm just went off to walk off of it. Yeah, it's all quite predictable. I don't think we've got anything that you'd be surprised I sell, apart from this big bag of cocaine under the. No, I haven't. No, I think if you can picture what a terrarium shop / invertebrate shop sells, then we sell it. Fossils, maybe fossils. We've got a little fossil cabinet with loads of fossils in it. Maybe that's something a little bit different.
Do you keep species Quitara?
No, that's one I don't have. That is one I don't have. One I've got at the moment, I did a couple last year, Wybenora gamba, and I think I've got 2 females, which are coming up to about that sort of size. Really, really nice. If I have time, will I update my shop? What would you like me to update, Julie? And I'll do it now.
Have you got a Vicularia Metallica back there, M6?
No, I haven't.
I'm after a male.
No, I've got Purpurea, Geraldi, Minatrix, Bronschwanii, Wybenora suratima, Diversipes, Gamba. I think Carabiner versicolor. Got a big female later that she's eaten 2 males actually. She's still not produced a sack for me. The Hoffs and the spine millipedes. Julie, yes, let me do it now before I forget again, because I will. Red spine millipede. Red spine millipedes back in stock. Off orange.
And then Wendy says, when will you be having some more jeweled flower and orchid mantis back in stock?
So mantis, obviously we buy a lot of mantis in, and I haven't seen any of those available for the last few weeks. So as soon as I see some available on one of our wholesalers, or if anyone's breeds them and has got any, if you want to let me know. Yeah, turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Yeah, let me do that again before I forget. Why some spiders would be awake all night.
Again, that discount code is Scott's20, 20% off across the whole of his website, across everything. And that is staying on until midnight on the 31st. Jesus, Susan. We need Susan to go to a show so I can go to her house and fill up the car. She's got Vicularia, she's got Durensis, Pureperia, Minitrax, Morenii, Tucurii, Giroldi, Pulclipar, Boa Vista, Columbia, Bisigio, and Urticans. Ambrosiani. Oh. Sounds like paradise, that does. They used to, 10 years ago, Avix used to have a right bad name. And it was basically because of the older lot doing tarantula memes around like the Blue Oyster Bar, saying like that's the type of people that would keep Avix. I still remember that. Because I remember coming looking
I love Avix. I love Avix.
Going, what's that got to do with the price of bread? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Avix. Stunning. I mean, there's so much stuff out there about cross ventilation and all this stuff. Just, I found just keep them a little bit drier, bigger water bowl. Job done.
We did really well raising them in the spider shop arboreal keepers, you know, the little plastic ones, sort of twist on. I find they're really good for raising little Avix, and then obviously there's a larger one. Exoterras are also really good. The ventilation, I think, is quite important. They don't like it too stagnant or wet.
Stagnant air and stagnant water, it tends to not do them any good. But if you think about it, they're right up in trees. So what people were doing in the past is keeping them a lot damper, because people would do it, getting their humidity readers out at the bases of trees in the hand, going, oh yeah, humidity is like 90% here.
Yeah, but it's not up there.
But up there, it's completely different, yeah. But that's where the cross ventilation come in, because people automatically think, well, they're up in the trees, so all that wind going past would be cross ventilation needed. Where really you just need ventilation full stop, but that's for every species. So I tend to, especially with spiders now, I found, especially to like combat mold and things, if the level of substrate's here, if you put some holes across the base of that substrate, and then you've got ventilation on the very top, creates the airflow like a chimney.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you need air movement in your room, so you need a fan constantly on for ventilation anyway. Because you can't just put two holes in an enclosure box and go, yeah, that's the ventilation.
No, there's got to be some air movement in the room to actually pull it through the cup. Yeah, we've got fan out front, fan out the back, 2 extractor fans in here. I foolishly built this next to a guy who runs a motorbike repair workshop, and he will quite often sit outside just revving the bike. So I had to make sure we had plenty of extractor fans in here in case we ever left the door open, because it fills up with fumes really quick. I can't really say shit because he was here well before me. I just didn't realise what he did till after I take the unit on, and I was like, oh, a bit late now. But it's not been an issue. We've got two big extractor fans. Well, he's been here 20 odd years. I'm not going to make him change his business because I've started it. We just adapt around it.
Just get Charlie to pop down with the boys.
He's a nice bloke. Well, don't fall out with your neighbours, do you?
No.
He
But
takes
you're
my
right,
parcels in. He takes my parcels in when I'm not here. So
unfortunately, yeah. Even though, yeah, he's revving it outside. He's been doing it for 20 years. So you got to work around him. No, I'm with that. Julianne says, I'm still deciding what to add to my basket. Everything.
Only you can decide that, Julianne. I can't help you. Pick the ones that you like.
Let's have another look. Where are we? What we're going to say, like a theoretical budget of 100 quid? Well, it'd be 120 because it's 20% discount. I mean, look at them for like 9 quid. For 10.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're another dwarf species. Yeah, they're really, really small.
What was half a centimetre? Yeah, but they're still stunning. And again, all the data sheet and care information you need right there. So you can have a look at the isopods that you want to order, look at the care stuff, and then you can have everything set up. Even order your Baroplast tub. Maybe some of the vents, job done. Substrate, everything. You see, £100 budget, especially with 20% off, I'd be, look, the Ardentelia species quad colour. That'd be a good shout, or the Ember Bees. Oh, look at that. Crazy colorization on those. Are they actually a species all of their own, Az?
Believe so. There's a lot to do with Ardentelia, and I will be honest. There's other breeders out there that know a lot more about Ardentelia than me. They're a genus I've done okay with, but I haven't done as well as others have by a long shot. I'm getting better. They're quite specific. They do really need that. They do, like Avix, they actually do need really good ventilation. And they still need that high humidity. I've struggled with them over the years, I must admit. Of all the isopods, they're the one I've struggled with the most.
That's a nice one. Again, not badly priced. 23 quid for 5.
Yeah, obviously it's 20% off as well.
It's like 20 quid, isn't it? Near enough.
How long do domino nymphs take to show their coloration? Depends on the size of the nymph, but normally from hatching, it's about a year. They spend a year in the soil before they... come back out to the surface as adults. Before that, they're just brown.
They're a nice one.
Tamarix, they're quite big as well. Yeah, they look like a little hippo, I think. Them ones.
It's almost like the black colorization is under the yellow. Do you know what I mean?
It's more of a white. I don't think that picture's done it as justice, to be fair.
More like that little one.
Yeah, they're more of a white, yeah, than that creamy yellow.
Stunning. Dwarf white.
Which coincidentally are one of our best-selling products on the entire website. Products, species on the entire website.
Armadillion. So Tyro's got some of them ones now. Bulgaria gems. Oh, they're nice.
I think I've actually got, when I wrote them all down the other day, I think I've got about another 20 species that are ready to be listed. I just need to get around to doing it. And again, I think another 7 or 8 species of spiderling that need to go up on the website. A few more millipedes, a few more cockroaches. I need to do a full day of just updating the website soon.
And this is beginner friendly one.
Yeah, I think they are the best beginner species. They're very hardy. They still look pretty cool. They're that classic roly-poly, rolling a ball. And they still look pretty cool. I think I said that a few times then.
Yeah, they look sound. Oh, maculatum yellow. They're not nice. Like the zebras, but then they've got the yellow instead of the white.
Yeah, and then we've got another one called Shark Teeth, which has got like a serrated edge to it, which is quite cool.
Tell me if you see it before I do.
There. Back up. Back up a little bit.
Oh, they're cool.
Yeah. Funky
See what you
shape.
Nice.
We had them.
when the
They
curse goes
start
on.
cropping up in a colony, so we separated them, and yeah, we've got a full colony of them now. That shape. It doesn't seem to affect the molting or anything like that. They still molt fine.
Nice website, Ad.
Thank you. It's quite old now. Not really much has changed on it, apart from adding new products and moving a few bits around here and there for the last 6.5 years. It's served quite well.
Cubarius mystery box 10, 25, 50, 100. If anybody wants to buy me one, Ads has got my address.
I have, yeah, I have.
Oh, they're pretty. I think we've already looked at those. Armadillion Gestroy. So look at that. They're beautiful.
And there's quite a few different morphs of Gestroy now as well.
And Kluge. Oh, look at them. Crazy, because I'm looking at these thinking, when they first came out, they were so expensive. And those Porcelio Scabers, they're nice. They're obviously You're not going to find them. These aren't the ones that you just walk down the bottom of the garden and find.
No, not the same.
No, although the ones down the bottom of the garden tend to be Porcelio scaba, they're not these.
There's a lot of morphs of Scaba as well, and that's it's a lot that I haven't got. I believe there's new ones coming out.
They're the ones the wife wants. Because it's almost like these are almost segregated segments at the ends.
Except they look like the skeleton version of an isopod.
Yeah.
If you were to imagine if they had bones, that's what their bones would look like.
Yeah, it's this piece, that section there. Can you see my mouse on screen?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
So that area there, that's one of the parts of these I really like. And when they move around, they almost they separate, so you can see the distinctive two plates. Look at that. Yeah, I think the ones. Yeah, that must be your camera because the yellow is a bit more dominant, isn't it?
There again, there's a few different morphs. There is a yellow ghost, and there is another one that's black, which looks really cool. I can't remember what it's called. It's a new one. Pokies. I think I have got some pokies in at the moment. Just have to check over there.
These are pretty. Look at that. Captive bred. Originally from Greece.
Oh, I've got some P. regalis. A few left.
Osman's only got white dwarfs in the spider room. Come back to the comments. No idea where they came from, but they're everywhere. Scott Show adds Werneri cappuccino. It's bloody beautiful. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, got P. regalis for who was asking then. P. regalis. Oh, you got that one already? No, we don't have a P. metallica or a sack. Got adult female. A friend of mine brought his male over today, but she was not having it, so we'll try her again in a couple of weeks.
I can find Darius cappuccino, but not the Werneri. Got any more breeding spider wires coming up? Anyone?
I've got quite a few adult females. I'm just looking for males for a couple of bits sort of growing on as well.
What males you looking for?
Male LST Earth Tiger. Male. What else do I need at the moment? Could do with another male Geraldi. I've got a male Pantherbeatus Platyoma come in. If anyone has ever seen a male Pantherbeatus flammifera, that would be a nice one to try and have a go with. Obviously, we go out the back. Augucephalus Bray would be in a male, one of those. Oh, should have got that in the back. I'm looking at the male school. I've got a sub-adult female Barupis, which I was looking to get a young male for. That one I bought from Charlie the other day. Is it Senior S. Raja? It's an Indian dwarf species, and it literally looks like a miniature LSD Earth Tiger. Really, really cool. Can't remember the full Latin on it. I bought it off Charlie the other week because I thought that's cool. I want it. Trying to find a male for that. I've got some slings coming from Luke actually. So because it's a dwarf, I'm hoping I can get them up to. We'll get one male out within sort of like 18 months. So to sit on. Spiders a sit on one, isn't it? You know, you're quite happy to have them. You know, just in the collection, and when male pops up. But it's definitely something I'm leaning more heavily into at the moment for my own personal collection. So.
Wendy's got that one already. They were right about the Palethi area. Dave and Nat, they've got a male Metallica in with the female. He's been in there a month, gone through 3 sperm webs, going to take him out there tomorrow. Sand says, what stock you got coming in of tarantulas?
At the moment, I haven't got anything on order. I'll just have to wait and see. Just paid my quarterly VAT bill, so we have to have a few weeks just to replenish the coffers. So we've got a bit of a fallback again.
I bet that's a fantastic time of the year.
Well, it's 4 times a year. It's lovely. It's 4 times a year.
I thought
It's basically just
once a year job done.
No, it's every 3 months. It's every 3 months, and as well, we have to do our accounting every 3 months now for going forward. So it's a bit easier because the accountant does them both now every 3 months instead of just doing the yearly tax return. And then it's all new to me. I've only just gone VAT registered from last April, so it's all quite new to me. I just know that I have to pay a lot of extra fucking money for no reason.
No, the government's got a lot of bullshit to play for.
Well, exactly.
And that's well, as political as we'll get tonight, I think.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
The only thing that really pisses me off with tax is you earn money, pay yourself a wage, pay tax on it. So you pay tax on your money, yeah?
Yeah, and then you pay tax on everything you buy.
And then you buy something else, you pay tax again. So if you earn £1, once you've bought something, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So when you
it's been a bit of an adjustment this year. I must admit that the VAT side of it is, I didn't quite get it. I thought this is how naive I am with business. So I wouldn't say I'm a businessman. I'm just a hobbyist who's fallen into turning it into a business. So there's a lot to learn with it that I don't find interesting. It doesn't stimulate my brain. I don't want to do it, but you have to when you run a business. So with VAT, I thought once you went over 90,000 turnover, it's not profit, it's turnover. So bear in mind, our shipping bill a year for boxes and postage is about 30 grand a year. So that's already a third of that straight off the cuff. So I thought when you went over 90, you just pay VAT like tax. If you go to the 40,000 threshold, you just pay the more tax after the threshold. You don't. Once you hit over 90, you go right back to 0, and then you pay it on fucking everything. So yeah, and because we breed a lot of our own stock, there's no VAT to offset against it because we buy from a lot of private sellers that obviously don't charge VAT. A lot of private breeders that aren't VAT registered, so there's no VAT to claim back. And then you produce it here, there's no VAT to claim back. So you basically just give the government a percentage of everything that we produce. And then what's left,
This is
give a
why
percentage.
this is why it's so important when you go to shows and stuff, that the way we can support the community and support each other, and to make sure that you can carry on buying things off certain people, is take cash. Take cash with you. You get better deals, and then what that also does is enables people to have a little bit more flexibility in getting more males in and more species and all the rest of it.
100%. It means we can leave our money in the business, more of our money in the business to grow the business, instead of having to take it out to pay ourselves, to pay for, like normal stuff. Like if we've got cash, taking your kids out for the day, use the cash. Buying the kids a new pair of shoes, use the cash. It doesn't have to go through the bank. If you work for HMRC and you're watching this, we don't take any cash. It's all card.
Online business.
Online. We don't take any cash. Don't even have a cash tin.
No, but I mean, like, that's why I said with sellers at the shows, a lot of them do cash. Job done. But I mean, I suppose this is people in the government just looking at business turning over and not looking at the expenses that are going out, just looking at, oh yeah, it's 90 grand. Right, we can have 30 grand of that.
You could be a company that sells a really high ticket product that costs £100,000, but it costs you £90,000 to make that product. So you make 10 grand on it, right? You sell that £100,000 product, you've already gone over the VAT threshold. Even though you've only made £10,000, but you've taken 100,000. It's you've already gone over the VAT threshold. So
what's that then? Like about 6 grand in tax profit for?
It's 20%.
That's
So,
2 grand then.
Yeah. No, it's 20 grand.
No, it's not.
20% of 100 is 20.
It's that bit 20 grand, but so you'd owe the government 10. You wouldn't have any money. You'd be minus 10 grand after.
No, because this VAT is on the entire turnover. It's not the profit. It's on the entire turnover.
How are you supposed to?
Well, the idea is obviously you can claim back VAT that you've spent. So if I was doing an order from the wholesaler for £1,000, that order would then cost me £1,200 when I come to pay them. I would claim back the £200 VAT that I'd spent and offset that against the VAT that I owe. You said they still win. They always win. They always get money off you. So yeah.
But you keep stock at home, so that surely you can do something.
There's nothing at home. I don't have anything at home anymore. It's all here. It's all here now. I've got a few plants in the garage still, but everything else is here.
Wow. I suppose that's when you go
on that lovely note. It just makes things harder. It just makes things harder. You've just got to work a little bit harder, think outside the box. I don't want to go back to work, so I'll just work a way around it. We'll try and make a little bit more money.
You are at work. Technically, you're at work now.
I'm at work right now, yeah.
Are you paying yourself overtime now? No.
No.
Sand, I'm not going to ask him stuff like that. That's a bit too private, I suppose. What's the plans going forward? Do you ever see yourself having to get a bigger unit?
Maybe.
Or another unit as well?
I spent a lot of money and a lot of time doing this one, and it's not something I want to do again soon, but it certainly isn't something I would put out of the question. No, but maybe we'll see. We'll see where the future takes us. I've got a lot of personal stuff going on at the moment. I have sort of some stuff I'm working through for the last 6 months. That all needs sorting in my life first before I can think about the next step of the business. Yeah, the next big step anyway. The next big step. But I say we've got some exciting stuff. I'm really excited about the tank that we've got coming in, the Isopod. So yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. Is it plastic? Is it all?
It's acrylic. Yeah, it's acrylic. It's a solid acrylic. No shitty glue tabs that are going to fall apart. Put it that way. And my favourite thing about it is
no elastic bands.
No elastic bands. Fuck no elastic bands. Hate them. It's waterproof. So when your substrate's dry and you put water in it, it isn't going to piss out the bottom. Put it that way. And it's stackable. We've made it to be stackable, which is the thing we're really excited about.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, lots of
with the acrylic stuff. The things I hate is those elastic bands. No, just no. I've had them. I've used them. I've done videos on them, and having used them for like over a year, it's just not for me. Really are not for me.
They're not for me. I decked that whole shop out with them when I first started, and we've not even been open a full year. And most of those initial acrylic enclosures are now unusable. The hinges have come off, they've cracked, the elastic bands are broken, the bit that holds the magnet on snapped. They're good, they look nice, but for long-term use, I think they're that good.
I think the bit for me was where you buy it, you put it all together. And then like, oh, water's coming out. Yeah, but you just get a glue gun for that bit, and it's like I shouldn't have to.
Shouldn't have.
That's not being,
yeah, shouldn't have more tank. It should hold together. Right? Yeah,
you just go in. I shouldn't have to do that. It should hold together and hold water. And it's be as simple as that. You know, I want to set it up, put some substrate in it, put whatever animal's going in there. That's it. You know, the only time I want to get the glue gun out is when I'm messing around. You know, putting a piece of cork bark in there, might want glue gun in a particular way or something else. Not sealing a tank.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be done already. I mean, I get why it's done, obviously, because flat packed, easier to get through the mail, all the rest of it.
See some people taking advantage of the discount code.
Again, microexotics.co.uk. Discount code Scott20. That's 20% off absolutely everything on.
And we will leave that up to the 31st. What I will say to everyone is there is a backlog of orders from this week. So any orders placed pretty much, from today forward, they're not going to get sent out till probably Tuesday, because we're going to spend Monday clearing this week's backlog and then Tuesday shipping this week's orders, essentially. So please don't email me on Monday saying where's my order, because it probably will be going out on Tuesday for Wednesday delivery. But we will work as hard as we can on Monday, get as many out as possible. But there is a backlog this week from the heat that needs to be sorted first.
Yeah. Does the heat wave finish this week?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to start getting cooler from Thursday. I personally hate shipping on a Thursday, because if it doesn't get there Friday and you haven't paid for Saturday delivery, it doesn't then get there till Monday. So we just avoid shipping Thursdays full stop. Mondays and Tuesdays are our shipping day. I will also ship on Wednesdays if I have to as well. So
today's 32 in London. This is all London. Wednesday's 27, 28 Thursday. No, sorry, I've got that wrong. Today's 32, tomorrow, Wednesday's 26, Thursday's 30, Friday's 28, Saturday's 28, Sunday's 23.
Yeah, so back to Monday is a good
Monday
time
goes down to 22 and 19.
It's funny because we were talking about this today. I was talking to Sam at Spider Shop today, and we were using heat packs last week.
Mate, I went out on site. Had you got an idea if the WhatsApp sent you a DM, says Amy? Yeah, I went out on site. I had tracksuit bottoms on last week and my work ones over the top. It was that cold. Like,
really?
What the fuck? Andy says, you have any Gambia available at the moment?
Gamba.
Gamba.
Oh no, I've got two. They're mine.
Julie's asked if you could add two or three spy millipedes to the website.
I'm gonna have to wait till we've done some shipping now because I'm gonna have to dig right through the box to check how many are in there because it looks like I've just topped them up and I think if there's no more left then they've just sold. So before I top it up again, I'm gonna have to dig through the box, see how many are actually in there. I don't want to oversell, upset anybody.
But you probably sold whatever you put on the website to Julie.
I think so. If we're asking for a restock, we might have, yeah. Sir, I'm going to have to shoot off in a second because I've been up since quite early this morning and I still need to do a couple of bits here and shoot back home.
It's all right.
But thank you for having me on again. It's always a pleasure. Always enjoy coming on and having a chat with you, Scott. Seeing you at shows. I'll give you a lift to London, didn't I, the other week?
You
touched my leg whilst I was driving, didn't you?
Yeah.
Don't know if it was deliberate, but I remember it.
It's been a privilege so far, and hopefully into the future with yourself as well, because we've had lives where you're at home. We had a live where we were going around the plants in the garage.
Yes, yeah. Another one where I just sat on my sofa, I think, as well.
Yeah, sat on the sofa. And then, obviously, I think it was the last one, was we had the video of where you were preparing the shop and all the rest of it. And I think you had some stuff
like a
there.
bit of a montage, I think I sent you of us building it, didn't I?
Yeah. It's a shame. I mean, I can't keep everything on StreamYard, which is the problem. Once it's full, I have to delete videos to put the ones in. So that was a bit of a shame, to be honest. Oh, however, what's that one for? That was the last one.
That was the last one. That's a terrible picture. A terrible picture. Where was that? Josh is in there as well. Josh is on the left.
Oh, is that Juice?
Yeah.
Wow. I still had hair.
A little bit.
But yeah, on the videos, let's have a quick look now. Yeah, I haven't been able to. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that is a shame. Got one of Charlie Boy as well from ages ago.
He did one with Charlie recently.
That was
he was
before.
coming on tonight, to be fair. I'll plug his website whilst we're here, because if you don't know, Charlie set a website up recently, 8leggedemporium.co.uk, and it's a cracking website. He's got some really good stuff on there. And I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't pump his website as well. He's helped me out a lot over the years, so I owe him that.
He's doing quite a lot for the rainforest as well, isn't he? The charity.
Yes, yeah, he is. He's everything's captive bred that he sells as well. He's really passionate about that. No wild caught, and all of you can donate via his website, and I think he gives a lot of stuff away to people that are donating. He set that up. He showed me how to set it up actually when I was at his the other week. It's quite clever.
Yeah, because we didn't quite have him on. But yeah, we did, and we had a look across his whole website.
Yeah, did you do a bit in his shed at the barbecue? I can't remember. He was in there for a bit, weren't you, filming?
Yeah, we went up to the shed, and we did a video of him literally walking around his whole like invert building, all the rest of it, and just having a little bit of a chat. But on the night he launched, yeah, Amy, thank you. On the night he actually launched it, was the night there where we had him on. People always ring me, knowing me I'm on a live.
Right, well, thank you, mate. I am going to wrap it up because I am literally falling asleep now. Not that it's boring, just that I'm tired, and it's also really hot in here. I'm proper sweating. I've been in here all day. But yeah, next time definitely, and I'll see you at Bristol in a few weeks, 8 weeks.
Yeah, we've got Wigan on the 7th, and then Bristol following that.
Yeah, I think I should be going out the night before for Bristol and staying at a hotel because it is a bit of a drive from here. It's too much of a drive to do there and back in the day. I think so. We'll go out the night before, have a few beers.
I just can't justify, because I mean I don't sell anything, so I can't justify hotels at every show and all the rest of it. That's why we're just so lucky to have Charlie going. Yeah, come down the night before for London.
Yeah. Oh God, it makes it quite fun as well, doesn't it? I like London. Like even though we only do a small table, I go up more for the social. He puts on a good barbecue and it's a good laugh.
Charlie has made that show for me. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it?
100%. Cracking night.
Definitely felt it in the morning this year, though. I know that. I stayed here again on the Sunday after the show. We went back and it's me, Debs, and Charlie, and he had a load of meat left over. And he just chucked it all on the barbecue. We just sat there and ate it. All right, but thank you for everyone that's tuned in. Anyway, thank you for everyone that's listened. And
just remember that discount code is available to the 31st. So if you're thinking, I'm not being paid, what are you doing it now for? You've still got all that time. So when you do get paid, you can pop over and buy a load of stuff off Anthony's website.
If I get enough time tomorrow, I will also update some of the stock and add a few new things on there as well. So keep checking back. There might be something else. And if you do see something else and you've already put an order in, there is an add to existing order function at checkout. So you just add to existing order and we'll ship them both together in the same box so you don't have to pay postage twice.
Awesome. The discount code, yes, share it in your chat. I'm going to share it in mine.
Yeah, you can share it in my chat, guys. So I'll put it up in there as well in a minute.
I might see if we can't bankrupt ads and put it onto the social media accounts as well.
Well, it's there till the 31st, so go for it. Let's do it.
Right.
Buy some more stuff. But yeah, thanks again, guys.
No, appreciate you coming on, man. Night, everybody.